Hey everybody, this is Megan. Excited to talk with you about volunteering today, kind of knowing what causes and charities to support and how to find them. So I'm really excited about volunteering. It's something I've done since I was a kid. I really enjoy it. I love giving back and I love learning about just the amazing organizations that are in my area and supporting them in whatever way I can. So I know there's a lot of people, a lot of you out there that really love to give, love to help, believe that we have a responsibility to help our community, but sometimes it's a little bit challenging to know where to start. So I wanted to give you a little bit of information today that'll hopefully be helpful to you and encourage you to get out there and give back to the community like you want to. So the first thing I want to talk about is basically knowing what to do, what to volunteer for. So I would always encourage you to start with a topic or an area that you're passionate about, or maybe an area that's affected you personally. So for example, if you have personally fought against cancer, you might want to volunteer for an organization that also serves those who are fighting that battle. If you love animals or you're just a huge pet lover, then I encourage you to work at one of your local humane societies and volunteer there. The goal is that or the idea behind this is that if you are passionate about a cause, you're much more likely to contribute meaningfully to that cause, that organization, and also really receive kind of the full reward of that service. You're going to enjoy it more. You're going to be excited about it. You're probably going to tell other people about it, and your passion is going to be contagious. So I encourage you to pick causes or charities that have to do with something that you're really passionate about. On the other side, if you are volunteering, let's say you're unemployed right now, or you have to do volunteering for work or things like that, I encourage you to branch out also into areas that you're unfamiliar with. So I reached out to a local organization in Tampa. It was called the Hillsborough Education Foundation. It's a great organization that supports student education and teachers in our area. And I remember when I sat with a whole bunch of other volunteers, I wasn't really sure what to expect, but I just knew that I believed in kids getting educated. That's important. And so I learned a lot that day when I volunteered there. And I was very humbled in learning some of the challenges that our kids are facing and getting the supplies that they need. So they put me in a group where all we were doing was literally taking 10 sheets of paper at a time from a big stack, and we were folding them in half and stapling them. And we did this for about 3 hours. So after hour one, which was really fun, I started to ask questions like, okay, what are we doing this for? And why are we stapling these papers together? And the volunteer leader there said, we're just so thankful that you're doing this because the majority of students in our area that will receive these supplies, they can't afford a notebook. And so you're actually making notebooks that they're going to use in their classrooms and be able to write down notes and do assignments. And that was kind of a whoa moment for me because I didn't grow up in this super wealthy neighborhood or anything like that, but we have a Big Lots around the corner. And even when I was a kid, you could always go to Big Lots and get like 29-cent, notebooks to take your notes in and do your assignments in. And so to have this moment of realizing that a lot of the students don't have, or the families don't have the ability to pay for like a 29-cent notebook was just an eye-opening experience for me. So even though I went in not knowing a lot about the education system or those challenges, I learned a lot, and I have a much greater appreciation for those that are supporting that cause. So I encourage you even to reach out to different organizations that may not be something you're familiar with, but might be something that you can learn and grow and kind of acquire new skills. Because even now I have a much more greater appreciation and a passion for youth and education, which I'm really excited about. So I encourage you to do that. So once you kind of pick a cause or some things that you are interested in, I would also encourage you to kind of get an understanding of what your expectations are as a volunteer. Are you looking to go into an organization and work directly with someone face to face? So for example, if you're looking to work with troubled youth, do you expect to be able to counsel them or to provide one-on-one guidance or even work in some type of foster type of situation? Because there'll be different requirements depending on if you're looking to do something more hands-on or direct versus if you're looking for something more behind the scenes. So sometimes those positions require like background checks and in-depth screenings and interviews with the company. Or do you want something that's like an AC job, something where you can work in the air condition in an office and help file papers or answer phone calls, or are you wanting to go out and work with, the horse farm that helps developmentally disabled people and, muck stalls and do a lot of backbreaking work. So it kind of helps if you understand before you ever even start your search what you're really looking for and what you're able and willing to do. So now that you've got all those together, how do you find the places to volunteer? So the best website that I could ever refer you to, and one of my favorites, is called volunteermatch.org. It's a really great, awesome website. You can look on there for literally tens of thousands of volunteer opportunities with amazing organizations. And the cool part about them is if you really don't have time, let's say you're a working professional or you're a busy mom or you're a busy student, you don't really have time to scan through page after page of information, you can actually create a very quick, simple profile where you can identify what your skills are, so that you can contribute in a positive, meaningful way to the organization you're serving. And you can also identify the areas of your interest, and you can create a profile, and Volunteer Match will actually email you a template and some opportunities that will come up in your area. So that's really cool because they do all the work for you, and then all you have to do is click the little button that says, yes, I'm interested in this, and then usually someone from the organization will reach out to you. So it's that easy. So just a quick recap again. If you're looking to volunteer, you're awesome. We appreciate you. The world needs more volunteers and more folks willing to give back. So if you want to give back, you just don't know where to start, I encourage you to find a cause that you're passionate about. You'll be super rewarded by giving to something you already believe in. To start by reaching out also to other places that you may not know or be familiar with, because you might learn something and might find a passion that you never knew you had, and also have a realistic expectation of your experiences before you dive in. And again, one of the best resources I can point you to is volunteermatch.org. They're awesome. They will help you find places in your community. So just want to end with saying thank you for caring about the people and the pets and the causes in the community around you. And I want to encourage you, don't be distracted. Don't let anything stop you from this good desire that you have in your heart to give back. I promise you it's worth it, and I promise you'll be rewarded. And I just appreciate you so much. If you volunteered already for a place that you love and you're so passionate about, leave a comment below about where you volunteer, why you do it, what it means to you, because we really just want to encourage more people to get out there and give back. So appreciate you guys. Hope you have a great day.